everybody. 6:30. I'm Tracy. And thank you, Terry. I got my hair up. We're gonna get gluey and dirty today. I'm hoping this dries really quick. This is the other thing. Okay, so I'm Tracy with Helmar, and I have no plan. We've been sitting here talking, and everybody is distracting me. I was supposed to be sitting here coming up with a great plan, but I don't have one. So we're going to play a little bit. It's going to be kind of an hour of crafty creativity to see what we can do in an hour. And I had a lot of requests to do another canvas, which I love, because we did a canvas the other week. I sold one on my Etsy store. So we did this a couple weeks ago. This is my second one because I sold the first one. Yeah, she knows, Terry. And then I made another one. So I put these on my Etsy store, and somebody actually purchased something and said, sign my name to it. I thought that was cool. So what I did was I wrote Tracy Weinzapfel all over the front of it, and they're probably wondering, that's her name? I just felt really good. And speaking of my Etsy store, which I probably don't have a link to, but I probably could give you one just because a while back I had this idea to hold glue, and my dad kind of took that ball and ran with it. And you guys have been seeing this. Yes. So my dad sent me another shipment. We've already started shipping them out, and he said, your mom wants me to go back and make furniture, so that's going to be the last shipment for a while. But I don't believe it really should be, so I just wanted everybody to know that I did put them back up on my, they are in my, here, the information, all the information is really on my, and all of those people who are sending me their works of art, this is like a really cool thing for me because it's a little dream that one day my dad and I started talking about it, and then all of a sudden it happened. You know what, Renee? The whole shipping to Australia thing, I'll tell you this much. Here's the information. We can't ship wood to Australia, naked wood. Oh, Carissa, yours is on the way. They're really strict about wood going back and forth between Australia and the United States. I found that out by coming back with one of those, what's that, there's a game with a little wood thing and a coin, and I brought that back in my suitcase. Can't do that. So Australia I have to check on. If it's, you guys, the shipping thing is just whatever the post office charges me. But if it's less, I mean, I will refund the money. It's just, that's what it is to send like bulk, you know, flat USA. Okay, so, oh my goodness, it's going to be such a good night. Jess is here too. Oh, you guys are put. So I just gave you a link, and supposedly that's the last shipment for a while, but I think we're on our third shipment, so I thought that was really cool. I know, Renee, I don't know what the deal is about going to Australia with wood, but I found out that they confiscated that out of my suitcase when I got back. Oh, here's my mug. I'm drinking tea. I just went to Philadelphia a little while ago, so I bought this mug while I was there. Yeah, I'm going to buy, I think this is such a good idea. It's Starbucks. Yeah, I'm going to start getting more of these because I just saw the San Diego one. I think it's a good idea. I'm going to ask my mom to get me one from Detroit. Yeah, Terry, it's the bug thing in raw wood. So maybe I should just stain them. Oh, good. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do is I'll put on my Facebook page that I'm collecting these mugs, and then I'll just start asking guys, can you guys just go buy me one of these mugs? I'll have a whole collection of them, I bet. Okay, so today we're going to do a canvas. Okay, so I think that was it. Oh, I have so much to tell you guys. I mean, I'm going to do a Helmar, you know, like November update from the president, blah, 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 and talk about, but we have a new design team, and I'm pretty excited about it. The last couple of weeks of my life have been spent poring over applications, and for those of you who did apply, thank you very much. It was just phenomenal. It was just a full circle moment for me that I got to be part of something so cool. With that being said, I wish I could have a team of 400, but I can't. So stay tuned for that news. That's coming out any day. I'm just waiting for a couple of these designers to get me some stuff back. Okay? I know you guys aren't talking about my hair because it's in a ponytail, but you know, Jess and Lizzie, if we're bothering you two in your hair talk, I feel like I'm the teacher going, I can see you two in the back passing notes. Okay. So today we're going to play with book text. And I just cut all this out live on the air. And it was a very, very, you got to do it a specific way. So here is how you do it. Ready? You tear it out and then you do this. Okay. Now, don't go too fast. You just go slow. And then you end up with a very geometric shape like this. Okay? Does anybody need me to do that again? Because I can. All right? Ready? There you go. And I am tearing this out of a book that I have read. It is a good book. It's called Broken Open. And I bought a bunch of books from Borders. Look at this book. I bought a bunch of books from Borders when they went on the 3 Martini Playdate. Isn't that funny? There's a bunch of pictures in here. I just thought the old-fashioned pictures were cute. I'm breaking it open. So the Broken Open book, I'm totally breaking it up. All right, and we're going to get started. We're going to use Helmar decoupage to begin with. Yeah. Dad, do you need me to describe that to you again? Because I don't want you to get lost in it. Oh, before I forget, another thing that I'm doing this month on my blog is, and I'm not just the only one doing it. It's like not my original idea or anything. Hold on. Is every day I'm listing on my blog something that I'm grateful for. 30 days in November. I try to be grateful every single day, even when I don't feel grateful. I've had a couple of days where I don't feel so grateful. And you guys are chatting so fast. So this is my personal blog. You can go on it and just see what I'm doing. And it's not too late. I mean, you can come up with 7 things that you're grateful for, I'm sure. And we're going to do something with it. I don't know what it is yet, but it's going to be something with a Ustream class, or I'm going to teach something, and I know it's going to be a journal related. So I just thought if you wanted to join me in that process, something that you're related to, you're thankful for. I completely think I have to burp. Okay. Or sneeze. So if you guys want to do that, this project today, oh, Glue Mom just walked in. We should all make fun of Glue Mom. Thanks for being on time, Glue Mom. Glad I really matter. So yeah, if you guys want to join me and do that, that's really cool. Every day I post on Facebook that I've come up with something. So I think that's it. Anything else going on? Because I know there's a lot of chat and I can't keep up with it. But Glue Dad's reading it. He just can't respond to it. Glue Mom's logging in. I'm going to put this back. Do you do Twitter? You know what? I don't. I have a Twitter account. I know what it is. I just don't ever use it. I probably should now that I have an iPad and I'm so like hip and with technology now, but I don't Twitter. Look at what I just said. I do not Twitter. I don't know why. I Facebook a lot. If you guys aren't my Facebook friend, you can Facebook friend me. I will talk to you, I believe. I will. Some of you I'd like to, unfriend, but it's a little rude, I guess. I don't know if you guys know how to spell my name. Well, this might work. My dad's like, what? Unfriend? What does that mean? Yeah, here's I would say Twitter me, but I don't ever check that. Yeah, Brene, you guys, most of you probably already are my friend because that's how you got here. Okay, so we're gonna start. I want to delay as long as possible because I have no plan. I have nothing on paper. I have no colors picked out. I don't even have the materials picked out. I have a bunch of stuff here I pulled out. I cleaned my office today, but also want to prove to many of you who overthink this process of creating that sometimes creating is just getting out what you feel at that particular moment. I was showing off my creative journal. When I look back at this creative journal, I mean, it's pretty obvious some days how I'm feeling. But then the next day, I'm feeling happy. So Martha, exactly. So this is going to be a day of no overthinking. And if I start to overthink something, I'm going to kind of look up and say, oh, I'm overthinking it. And we're just going to move on. And if it turns out bad, it's just a technique we'll never use again, because that's what I have a rule in this book. If it's a technique that I love, I'll use it again. But if it's a technique that didn't work, then I would never show it. So I will never hit the record button on this. I will delete it. And you'll never know that this night happened. So that's the other thing. So this month is all about fall. Yes, experimentation leads to great discovery. That some of my biggest mistakes have become some of my greatest art techniques that I have no idea how that happened. A charcoal pencil, I discovered a charcoal pencil by trying to cover something up, and I was like, woo! So we're going to use charcoal pencils tonight because it's one of my favorite things to use. And several of you said that after last time's show, you ran out and bought charcoal pencils, so I know we got to use that more. Yes, see, Janet, a card takes you days. So we're not going to overthink it. And then everything that I do on everything that I do on this canvas, which this is just one of those board canvases. I bought this at Michael's, 3 of them, the Artist Loft. They were cheapo. So what I do is if I really like the idea and it worked, then I'll take it to canvas. And then I will sell it in a limited edition set or a box set, and I will become very rich and famous. And then I will not be available on Monday nights because my head is too big to fit through the door. And if you get a Tracy Weinzapfel original, now you might really be happy. My parents are probably sitting on a gold mine of crap that I drew them when I was 5. All right. My mom right now, if she's logging in, would be like this. Jerry, she knows that we don't save anything from when she was 5. I don't save anything. They're not sitting on a gold mine. My mom is very organized. It's the same thing with my kids. I scan stuff, but I ditch it. And when the twins were in preschool, they'd come home with all this stuff. And one year, the preschool teacher said, they mentioned to me today that they would like you to not throw this one away. Nothing. Okay, I'm going to start creating. I'm done talking. Well, you know I'm not. Okay, I'm going to switch cameras, though. Oh, God, I'm cracking myself up. It really is straight T. Look. Okay. Oh, gal. All right, so I was just making sure that my idea would work. It is working. Oh, you guys. See, I got new punches. I got some new flowers. I don't know what else I have. Okay, so this whole process I just want to do really quick so that you guys aren't bored any more than you already are. All I'm doing is taking that decoupage with the foam brush, and I am carefully placing this book text. Remember, we're not overthinking it. Watch me overthink every place that I put this book text. Oh, you got to make sure and get under it and get over it. Get over it. I always have this urge to swear when I'm on here. I have to remember I can't do that. It really makes talking difficult sometimes. I mean, not that I'm a big swearer. Ooh, you want to just make sure the air bubbles are out, but let me tell you this much. If there are air bubbles, then I just call your project 3-dimensional. Okay? So don't get lost in the details. You guys are totally talking about me while I'm creating. I can feel it. I can sense it. The other thing I'm going to do, because I have the tendency to put all the book text going the same way, is I'm going to flip my paper around so that it doesn't all go the same way. Okay, the cool thing about this decoupage too is you can paint over it, you can roller skate on it, you can ice skate on it. Okay, you can't really do that stuff. Just want to see if you're listening. And you're supposed to put a thin layer of it, but I'm really gobbledygooking it on because I get a good discount on the stuff. But you don't need much. Sometimes when I'm working on something, I look at it and I say, could I really be chopping up a bunch of paper and sticking it on here and calling that art? I wonder if Picasso felt like that. Are they really going to consider this art? This is about the point where I can't see what everybody's talking about. I mean, I could look up, I guess. Oh, my mom's there. Hi, Mom. We were just talking about you. We were saying such nice things. Weren't we, girls? Nice of you to show up, Mom. Glad I mean something to you. Out there having a hot and hooling time with the girls. Ooh. I think a brayer would be good instead of my fingers. Mom's out there partying it up while my poor dad at home by himself eating a can of tuna fish. You know what? I'm just going to wrap it around. Oh, maybe not. I can go back and cut that all off. Hey, did anybody see the news today? See that little verdict? Michael Jackson's, or that doctor? Kind of watched it. I don't know why. It's like morbid curiosity, I guess. Okay. I should look up if I ask a question. Oh, Terry, guilty. That Conrad Murray, or yeah, Murray, I think his name was. He's guilty. Guilty, guilty, guilty. I don't know why I tuned in. I just kind of got caught up in it. So I started watching it. Listening to it. I don't watch it. Okay. Oh. I decided not to, I don't know why. I just decided I'm going to cut off those edges. I just don't feel like wrapping it around because it'll take longer from. You can wrap it around. If I wasn't like sitting here live, I probably would just wrap it around, but I don't want to have to wait for it I don't want to have to put it on the other side of it, basically. I'm just trying to speed this process along. Seriously, this is a masterpiece. And aren't you glad I taught you guys how to cut out that? Can you guys even see what I'm doing? But remember, if you cut that book text out wrong, my mom missed that whole lesson on the tearing of the book text. Somebody's going to have to bring her up to speed because I'm sure she's going to, right after this, go out and start doing this class. That'll teach my mom to miss my class. Okay. No, I love this decoupage. I know I get to say that because, I mean, I sell it. I have to say that, but I don't. I've used a ton of them, and there's one that rhymes with schmodge, modge. I like this one better, just so you know. I just said it rhymed with smodge, modge. I might be way off, but I'm just telling you I prefer this one. And I know many who do. So I'm just saying, don't tell me. I've used a lot of them. Did I really just say that? Okay. Nearly done. And I don't, if you go like with a thinner like layer of it, I'm getting a few air bubbles, but I actually want that. I don't mind that at all. And I could just go back over it and do this. But I don't mind the air bubbles. Remember, I'm not overthinking this. And I'm using a really thin book text, which will air bubble easily. But I don't mind the air bubbles because I do want my project to kind of look weathered and distressed. And this is when looking distressed is a good thing. Every day we wake up and we try not to look distressed. And here I am distressing something. Okay. Ooh, everything's sticking to my hands. The other reason I like this decoupage is it's kind of a, what do you call it? It's like matte. Kind of matte. Doesn't have a huge sheen to it, which I like that. And some of the other ones have a big sheen to it, which I don't prefer. And you can paint over this, charcoal over it. What else can you do over it? Oh, I mentioned roller skate, ice skate, you name it. Okay. Ooh, I cut out too much book text. I really thought there was going to be a lot to this project. Okay. Well, hold on. I have a couple of gaps. And then this foam brush, I just, I stick it in water while I'm working, and then I go back and I just wash it off with water. Oh, gal, you guys don't even realize how good it feels to create something right now, even if it's a complete mess. I work so much sometimes that I forget the fun part of this, and that's this. And it's being hanging out with you guys on Monday nights. This is my favorite part of my job. Just thought I'd tell that. Okay? It's like you guys make me sit down and make me be creative. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Oh, I just feel like I'm releasing everything from the day, the kids, the life, the whatever. Oh, and I need to do this more often. I should just flip the camera on every night. Okay, I'm done. This is our work of art. No, kidding. And I'm getting a few air bubbles. I'm not worried about it. Oh, well, I am when I smush it like that. Okay, I'm not done. Okay, but I'm going to dry it. I'm going to heat gun it. I got to be careful. When you take a heat, look at me. My hands are so sticky. I'm like sticking to my own project. Hold on. And remember, I'm under the gun here to get you guys out of here in an hour. You know, okay, hopefully this won't be too loud, but I'm just going to throw a heat gun on it. Gotta be careful. You don't want to you know, cause these big air bubbles. So move the gun around a little bit. And I'm just trying to speed the process up so that we don't have to sit here and watch glue dry, because that's probably pretty boring. And I'm just going to cut these edges off. I think I'm going to sand the edges a little bit, so don't worry about that too. Remember, we're not overthinking things, as I'm totally OCDing on these little threads hanging. I love that I tell people not to overthink things, but really, I have OCD so bad that if I don't overthink something, I mean, I think I'm going crazy. Okay. The other thing is I don't want to warp my board. You guys, let's just sit here and watch this dry. It's so much fun. Okay. I try to be entertaining while it's drying. I'm trying to make you guys laugh. Aren't these flowers pretty? These flowers are by Maya Road. I have tons of... I'm teaching a workshop at CHA. Yes, people are entrusting me in front of a group of people. I don't know who these people are, but... And I went to several of the people that we partner with and said, would you co-sponsor? And I am getting boxes. Right now, my recycling guy tomorrow is going to show up because there are a zillion boxes outside. But we're going to do a mixed media journal, you know, similar to the ones I showed you tonight with some different techniques. That's the idea. And they sent me Faber-Castell, Meyer Road. Deco Art is sponsoring all the paints. Oh, Basic Gray. Basil. Helmar. Oh, look at, we're totally drying. I'm going to paint over this with something. Oh, my mail days have been, my poor UPS guy, whose name is Frank, is hating me right now. I'm just taking a little, oh, I don't like this sanding block. I should throw that thing away. It's worthless. Okay. Just taking a little sanding. Oh, look, I missed a spot. Okay, but we're not obsessing about it, right? Oh, look at that spot's going to drive me crazy. I have been getting such fantastic mail lately. I know some other people are going to be getting fantastic mail. Who else is sponsoring? There were just a number of people that I... Okay, this is pretty dry. And while I'm doing this, do you see I'm kind of matting it down? I'm just making sure little air bubbles. Totally dry. Remember the last time, I don't know if any of you remember, I did a project one time with this same book, and you got to make sure that if there's any words that you don't want. Remember that I did a project, and like right in the middle of the project, the word never was really big. So just think about that too, because one time my daughter was doing stuff with book text, and a totally inappropriate word was used, and I was like, oh, like, how do I get her to cover that up? She's like, no, I like what that is. And I'm like, oh, God. So just be mindful of that. Okay, this is pretty dry. There we go. We're done. No, we're not done. We need some sort of paint or something on it. I need paint. I feel paint coming on. Okay, remember my painting technique that I showed you guys last time? Does anybody remember that? With the baby wipes? I think we're going to do that again. Okay. I think we're going to find a nice brown. Oh, that's like out. What color is that? Cocoa? That's a brown. I don't want to go too dark. I don't want to go too dark. What do you think of that brown? Okay. So we're totally dry. I took a little sandpaper to the edges, but I gotta get rid of all this. Oh, I have book text all over the place now. Ooh. Okay. What do you think? So remember, this is going to be all about, I don't know how this is going to look, so I'm just going to, this is a baby wipe. All right? Nothing special. I'm going to move this over a little bit. Okay. Oh, this, no, it's not right on the desk. This is like a Teflon-y little covering that I have over the top of my desk, and it's heat resistant. And it's like, you could use Tattered Angels Mists on it. You can use paints on it, and it just wipes right off. I think it's Teflon. I don't know what it is. This is just a baby wipe, you guys. I mean, I could paint it on, but I just want it to be faint. I don't want it to be, too dark. Do you see what I'm doing? What technique did we call this the last time? Yeah, you can use hot glue on it, but I don't use hot glue because I have 450. Yeah, I love this mat. Only don't cut on it, because if you cut on it, I've cut on it in several places, and it's not meant to be cut on. Just telling. Okay, I really just wanted to go around the edges. What do you think? That's it. Dabba-doo. Dabba-doo. Yabba dabba doo. Okay. Oh, I have a stray. Okay. And then, okay, I'm going to heat gun that. I'm going to take some ink. My favorite inks. Oh, Marvy. Marvy, who sent me all these punches. They sent me all the inks like this. Marvy is my favorite ink. I love all their heritage inks. I have them in every color. They're these. They are sponsoring me as well. So if you're in my class, you will be taking and using all this fine stuff. What is the brand? Marvy. Marvy, UCHIDA, but it's Marvy. And they have them in these really cool colors like pond green. So I don't, oh, the purple is to die for. Oh, here's the purple. And they're all like heritage-y colors. Does that make sense? And they all come in, like that's Lavender Fields, Copper Penny. What's this one? Timeless Sepia. I love the teal. Ooh, I might put some of that on here. This one's Old English Red, and then this is the Walnut. And they're all refillable. I love them. I do love them. They were, I'm just going to, well, oh, ooh, I almost ended up wearing that thing. I don't know what I'm using right here. Dark Walnut. I just want to go around. I also have one of these little dauber thingies. I don't know what they are. You know, you could add 2 or 3 colors in here. How are we doing so far? You guys have keep in mind I have to write that quote part in here, and I hate when I have to write on anything. So we're just kind of layering in the color. It's like I went more. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, it looks like I went more to the... Okay. What do you think? And I might come back with a little bit of that green or something on it. Okay, look, I'm going to have to do flowers just because I feel them, but I feel like we should do some leaves too. Where is... I want to do 3 of these things. What did I do with them? Well, I know I had 3 of them. I had 4 of them. Oh, here we go. How do those look? Aren't those pretty? Okay, those are pretty. All right. So, putting away the decoupage, I'm going to probably liquid scrap dot these because I'm going to lay them in. And then we have a quote. We have several quotes. Actually, they look like cookies. Oh my God, Dad. Are you hungry? And then I thought I'd punch out like a couple of these leaves, but I don't know what they look like. So I should probably just cut them out and see what they look like. God, I could go for a cookie now that you just said that. Hold on, I'm just looking for some green paper. Don't go anywhere. Usually I have a ton of scrap paper laying around. I don't see anything when I need it. Brown, brown. No green. There's green. Ooh, that's kind of ugly. Oh, that'll be perfect. I don't know what these leaves are like, so. Oh. A little big. A little big. Let me see. They might be too big. Or I might put a bunch of them at the bottom. Or I need bigger flowers. The other thing is that I can make a bunch of brown ones and just pile them up along the bottom here. You know what? I think I might do that. I'm thinking, people, I need brown. Like do a bunch of fall leaves in the bottom. I don't know where I'm headed with this, but I'm headed somewhere. Do it landscape instead of portrait. Oh, Danielson. I don't think I ever have done that. I always work in portrait. Oh, I love these leaves are even embossed. Can I just tell you that? Those things are even embossed. See, this is the other thing I do. The other thing I do is crackle the leaves a lot of time, but I really don't want to wait for like dry time. Sorry, guys. Oh. Because remember, oh, okay, where's the... This is where the green color will be very pretty. Where did I put the green? Ho, 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 ho. You know what? I think I'm going to do a variety of them. Yeah, these are punches. I usually stamp a lot of my leaves and cut them out, but I decided because I needed them for the workshop that I would, and they're embossed. They're very cool. They're like, they've got the veins in there, so if I rub them, oh, I think that one I did on the wrong side. Oh, that one I didn't. Okay, guys, I know I should be able to do it portrait, but I can't. I mean landscape, but I can't. And I think what I'm going to do is just take all these leaves and I'm going to liquid scrap dot them on. And I'm going to liquid scrap dot them on layered, like a ton of them, all along the bottom here. And I'm going to cut some other ones out. See, I got a whole bunch. I got a whole bunch of different. This is a maple, I think. I think it's a maple. Or maybe, yeah, that's a maple, I think. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. That one is way too hard to cut out on that paper. Almost got a hernia doing that. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at these. These are big. Look at these punches. Okay. Hold on. I got all different kinds here. Can you guys see? Oh, sorry. I'm getting excited over leaves. Freaking things fall by the mile in my front yard, and I hate the dang things. Now look at me. I'm all happy. This is all scrap paper, too, which is cool. And so what I'm going to do is just crumble these bad boys up. And then we're going to get to the chalking, the inking, and the charcoal pencil, because I know you guys like that part. We could just sit here and watch me punch stuff out. Now, it would be very cool, I have to tell you, to crackle these babies all up. And what I would do is just take the step 1, put it on there for 20 minutes, let it dry. Step 2, let it dry. But I really want to get this project done in an hour. We said we weren't going to overthink it. Oh my God. You know what I feel like I should do? Just go out in my front yard and start picking these bad boys up off the ground and then use them. Oh, whoops, wrong side. Oh, I have this kind too. Okay. Oh, well, I don't think I punched that one out. No, that's a half a leaf. I like this thin paper. This thin paper is really easy to use. I don't know what kind of leaf this is. It's pretty though. Okay. Okay, I don't know what kind of leaf that is. Okay. Is anybody still watching? Hello? See what I was talking about with these colors? I'm totally inking my hands up. Completely fall colors. So we have flowers and leaves. I don't know how that works in Mother Nature, but I'm sure it's possible. You know what? This is my art. It is what it is. I like flowers and I like leaves. Oh. And when you see me layer these on with the liquid scrap dots, you are just going to absolutely go nutty. Okay, I think we got enough. And if we don't, we'll put some more on. It's not a big deal. All right, I'm going to put the leaves I don't like at the bottom because there's some I don't like. Okay, Peggy. Well, girls, now you know how creative I am. There's the secret to my creativity. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so this is how they're going to look, kind of like this. And then my quote's going to go up here, but we haven't decided what quote. I really like this one. Develop an attitude of gratitude and give thanks for everything that happens to you, knowing that every step forward is a step toward achieving something bigger and better than your current situation. I cannot believe I'd have to write all that out. Maybe we could downsize that just a hairy here. Okay. This book is called Happily Grateful. A friend of mine gave me this for my birthday. Life itself is a gift. It's a compliment. Just being born to... No. Okay. Hold on. I'm looking. Stop every now and then. Just stop and enjoy. Take a deep breath, relax, and take in the abundance of life. Kind of like that one. Yeah, I have to cut back on the writing. Hold on. I have to blow my nose. Oh. The sun does not shine for a few trees and flowers, but for the whole wide world's joy, including yours. Hey, that's pretty fitting, huh? Oh, blessed are those that can give without remembering and receive without forgetting. Oh, goodness. Guys, we have to go shorter. You're giving me give big things. Oh, that's nice. The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. Okay, guys. I was hoping the word grateful would come out. I guess not. Happiness itself is a kind of gratitude. Huh. There we go. That's short and sweet. Ooh! I would maintain that thanks are the highest form of thought and that gratitude is happiness doubled by wonder. Ooh, that takes some thinking. How about joy is what happens to us when we allow ourselves to recognize how good things really are. I'm going with that. Is that short enough? Okay, what do you think? Okay. Ding, ding, ding. That's the winner. Okay. Look at how long this lady's name is. Marianne Williamson. So now I got to write this long name. Okay. First, I'm going to glue all this stuff on because the last thing I'm going to do is the writing. And I am going to show you a couple of other things. So I'm going to get some black Indian ink. This is what I use. This one's just Winsor Newton. I think I bought it at, I have several of them. And I like this one too. This one is Dr. Dr. P.H. Martin's. I like his too. But, okay. Oh, I can never get this thing open. Always, oh, maybe I can't use this one. It did, Renee? You can use a pen. You guys, I'm not, Dad, I can read what you're writing when you tell me I'm overthinking. Okay. I mean, I really wanted to put a word down and ink it, but you know what? I think I'm going to go with Okay. So, first off, I'm going to glue these down so we're not overthinking it. I'm just going to have to leave room for my writing up here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to liquid scrap dot these babies on because they're really thick. And I'm not even thinking about where they go. Have you guys seen liquid scrap dots? They are basically a pop dot in a tube. The coolest thing. It's very thick. If you want dimension, I'm not using a great dimension on these. They're really thick and I want to put them down. And then I'm going to draw my stems. Okay, dookie. Which I'm not overthinking. Oh, wait a minute. And then we're going to charcoal over there and we're going to put leaves. And the other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to frame out this whole project. Can you guys, oh, sorry. Let me make sure you can see what I'm doing. I'm so sorry. Okay. Hold on. I just want to make sure you guys can see the whole canvas. And if I have to raise this up a little bit, I will. Better? Okay. So what I'm doing with I have a nib pen that I just love. There is nothing special about this nib pen. I have several tips, but I'd probably use the same one, and it's probably used for like cartooning or something. It's super thin. And all I'm doing is this. Just framing it. We're not overthinking it. You do want to wait till the Indian ink gets dry. I go around 3 times. It's my rule. And I don't go around exactly in the same spot. Oh, look, there's an ad on my own thing. I love that when I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. I do make sure to wipe this off after every use because it does get, I just use a baby wipe. I think I have some sort of cleaner for it and I never use it. Okay, just want to let that dry for a sec. And then we're going to use our charcoal pencil, my favorite. Oh, gal. Sandy! Oh, you guys are so mean. I have the meanest. Okay. Look at that. Oh, my God, you guys. I am so overthinking this. I am so over. Okay, all I'm doing is tracing over my India ink. Oh, I hate this charcoal pencil. Hold on. Must find my fave, which I use all the time. Is this one it? No, maybe this is it. It's just, okay. All I'm doing is going over. Oh, you guys, I'm now watching everything I say. Okay. And remember what I did? Smush it, smear it, smear it. Messy, messy. We need leaves. Hold on. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Yeah. Don't touch your face. You don't want to do that. Okay, now we need leaves. And we're going to do leaves. I gotta remember. How do I do my leaves? Sometimes I stand. Oh, I got an idea. Show you how to do a leaf. Show you how to do a leaf. It's kind of cheating. Okay. I have this leaf stamp. It just happens to be the right size. So what I'm going to do is stays on. Ready? I don't know if my stays on thing is working. I don't have very much ink in it, but it doesn't have to have a lot. Okay, ready? I don't know if we're going to be able to see this leaf, so I'm going to go high as possible. Okay, and don't worry if the image doesn't stamp. This is just kind of a way of cheating. Oh, I don't even think this is brown ink. No, it's not. I mean, it's brown ink, it's not black. Don't worry about it if it doesn't stamp. I'm not too concerned with it. I'm just using it for the outline of the leaf so that I don't have to. I can freehand a leaf. It's just I didn't want to. So now what I do is I come back. See, I didn't really care about where that leaf was. And I'm not really even using it for the... That's a way of cheating. I didn't even worry about the color of it, nothing. Because all I'm going to do is just smear it in. Although that was brown. I would have normally done it black, but I'm not going to, you know, do that thing you guys were just counting on. Because Sandy is keeping track of me right now. Okay. I do make sure to wipe my stamps off because I don't like to stamp them into something. Okay, what do you think? Is anybody still with me? All right. Oh. Love me some charcoal pencil. Oh, I love charcoal pencil. Okay. Done. Oh, close my ink. Somebody just yelled at me to close my ink. Look at that. They're all open. Like every single one of them's open. Okay. That's the other thing I like about them. Hello. They store right on top of one another. Okay. So now I do want to do one thing. I just want to make sure that the edges are all distressed. You guys, once I glue all this stuff down, it's going to be really hard to go back and do my writing, but I'm going to do it because we're going to finish this, and look at, I still have time. Oh. You guys, for not, well, I'm not going to say anything yet because it's not done. I haven't pulled this rabbit out of my rear end yet. Oh, whoops. This one escaped. Okay, I've decided I may never, ever punch out, and I may never stamp another leaf again, being that I just was able to stamp all these leaves so quickly. And like I said, I would probably crackle the heck out of these leaves, and maybe I will do another one that I do crackle the leaves, but I'm not going to worry about it now. Okay. So, I'm going to need another tube of liquid scrap dots, that's for sure. So all I'm going to do, and I'm going to overlap them over the edge too. Okay, liquid scrap dots, the whole concept behind these is just to layer it up. And I'm going to put a little here, a little there. And I'm not going to worry about so much going over the edge because I am over the edge. Oh, I'm going to so need another tube of this baby. And I'm going to come back and I can just trim off the excess. Oh, I got to really make sure these are glued on. Oh, you guys. It's like a tube of toothpaste. You got to use it from the bottom. It's the best way to do it. Okay. Now, if you notice, and it's hard to see, but I will hold it up. When you glue these down, I'm not really, I'm just, I'm gently tapping them. Hold on, I got it. Where's my lid? I'm getting down to the very nitty-gritty with this thing. That's okay. Company discount. So I'm just placing them down. And I'm not, wherever I put them down is wherever they're going to dry. So that's the cool thing about liquid scrap dots, because there's no they dry wherever you place it and you get that dimension. So I'm really going to try and see, I'm going to try and dip some of these leaves in between and okay. Oh, you guys, I'm done struggling with this. Okay, throw that away. Okay, when you get liquid scrap dots, they come like that. They're kind of closed up, but you just take the, flip over the lid, and there you go. Opened it up. Oh, baby. Yay, nothing like a new tube of glue. Oh, you guys, this is just the best feeling ever. Yeah, honey. Are you eating it still? Am I drinking my water? Yeah. It's right here. Do you need it? Yeah. Why? Oh, well, here. Could you go in the kitchen for the water? Okay. Okay, I think we've used just about all of our leaves. I'm going to use, oops, sorry, I bumped that with my head. Sorry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and, hold on, I'm going to, you have a little bit of time. They take about 10 minutes to set and a few hours to cure. So if you want to bumble these things around a little bit, like I'm going to have that leaf sticking out. I don't like this leaf. I just don't get along with it. I don't think I want it. Okay, so what I'm doing, now I'm going to hold this up for you. Can you see the dimension? Okay, that glue will forever, oh, you know what? I am going to use this. I'm going to tuck this. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. Okay, I just cut that leaf in half. So not using it from the bottom. Just told you guys to use it from the bottom. Okay, look at this. I'm just going to tuck till you can't see. There we go. See? Good use of that leaf. And then I'm going to do the same thing down here. Okay. I'm going to come lift this up, go underneath here. Just going to fill this. There's just a little void there. There we go. See? Lots of time to kind of play with it. And I might go back in and do some trimming of these things. But there you go. Get it? Get it, get it, get it. Oh, whoops. Now I've got. That is the coolest glue in the whole wide world. It forever changed the way I crafted, and everything came off the page. Literally. Okay, now for the hard part. I have to write what I just told you. My hands are so dirty. Okay. And most of this, you know what? Most of this stuff out of this project was done with like scrap paper. Oh, I had all these cool rub-ons to use too. Should I use a rub-on, you guys? I love that this one says, little saying, oh, you guys, I have to use this. I just have to. Okay. I probably should have thought of this before I went and glued everything down. Remember the last time? I remember what I did. Oh, look at count your blessings. Oh, you guys, I have to use these. Does anybody see something I should use here? I was going to try and cut that out. Count your blessings and put that in there. A heartfelt season. I mean, come on. These are so pretty. And they kind of sparkle. Maybe I should do that afterward. I should just write. I know. Oh, you cut it with the white paper in the back? That's a good idea. I was just thinking blessings, just a couple of these words, heartfelt, and just intermingle them where I'm going to do it. Good idea. Cut it with the paper. Okay. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but see, I was thinking that. Count your blessings. I just love that. Hold on. I'm going to cut it out, see if it fits anywhere. Yay or nay on the rub-ons? Is anybody talking to me? Yay or nay on the rub-ons? Oh, look at this. Can I fit? I could fit count your blessings like right in there, but I'll two-line it. Heartfelt, that's the other word I like. You can't see them, can you? Yes, for the rub-ons. Let me show you how they kind of look before I rub them on. They're very faint. See, they're going to be very faint. Hard to see. But I think I can see them, and ooh, here's one that's nice, and it says celebrate. Okay, and this one you might be able to see better. I have to put 3 because everything has to be in 3s. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to put celebrate right in there, and you can kind of see that one. And then I'm going to put blessings down here. Okay, you guys, I'm just going to go for it. And then I'm going to do my writing, and then we're done. I am not going to continue with this mayhem. Okay. You know what? It's ever so faint, but it's enough that I can see it. And if I can see it, I'll hold it up. Oh, I don't know if it's going to stick. We might have a whole problem here. Oh, yeah, it does. Oh, now I stuck. Oh, there we go. Okay. One time I did a class, and I kept rubbing and rubbing and rubbing and rubbing. Does anybody remember that? Rubbing and rubbing and rubbing. I had the white backer on the back of it. Rubbed it right onto the white backer. It was rather fun. Oh, I didn't get the bee off. Hold on. Son of a gun. Oh, there we go. Come off, bee. Oh, there we go. You know what? It's ever so faint, and it just kind of fits. I just like it. It just made me happy. Oh, you guys, I need to just come in here and just do this every single night. That's what I need to do. It just revives my little battery. Oops, hold on. Oopsie, baby. These are some stubborn rub-ons. I can't have half the word celebrate. It looks like celibate. Oh, there we go. Okay. Really? Seriously, B? You better get off there right now. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to go back over this one. Thank you. Okay. It's faint, and I'm happy with it. And then I'm going to put count your blessings up here. Okay, is everybody still with me? I'm just making sure my rub-ons are rubbed on. Okay. Count your blessings. Oh, God, you guys, now I'm gearing up for the writing part. Who likes their own handwriting? It makes me nervous. Okay. Plus, I'm going to have to kind of do it with my hand up in the air so I don't smush any of my work down. Okay. Count your blessings, celebrate, and blessings. Okay, guys. Okay. Here we go, guys. I'm nervous. This is the part. Okay. Joy is, and we're not even mapping out where anything goes. We're just going to do it. Okay? Oh boy. I'm going to make sure you guys can see this part. And is anybody thinking right now, Ida, is that you? Is anybody thinking right now this could absolutely ruin the entire project? Because kind of where I'm thinking. Okay, here we go. We're not going to space it. We're just going to do it. Oh, gal, I kind of have to write up here. It's hard. It's very textured. Joy is, don't forget a word. What oh, oh, see that? I forgot the S. It's hard because I have to lift my hand off the page. I shouldn't talk while I'm writing. To us. When, whoops, we allow, oh goodness. I feel like I'm on a pool table right now, like totally reaching over, trying to, you know, get the ball in. Our, oh, hold on, had to scratch my nose. Our selves to, oops, hold on. Getting harder. Recognize how I'm going to go over here. Okay, I did it. It's done. Okay. Joy is what happens to us when we allow ourselves to recognize how good things really are. And I fit it in perfectly, like no more room. And I am going to go back and add little curly doos. And the other thing I might do, now see I go back and just make sure that I got things good enough. Make sure I could read it too. It's not perfect, but you know what? And I might go through and color a little bit of the, I like to color, yeah, I'm going to leave it. Can't really see it. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm done. I actually kind of fit it in perfectly. Am I good? I'm good. Okay, I just have to stop. Stop messing with it. I'm done. Tracy Weinzapfel original. I did not fit Marianne Williamson's name in. I'm really sorry, Marianne. I really hope you understand, but really, I can't do it. So, and you could just barely see my celebrate, my blessings, and count your blessings. So I'm kind of good with that. What do you guys think? Done? Good. We're good. Okay. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to come back here because we finished that in exactly an hour. I mean, I did a little, I did a little talking. You have to excuse me. Oh, I'm so happy that is done. Okay. I'm going to switch cameras twice because I like this camera better. Oh, I'm done. I did it. And you know what? This canvas that I made, just so you know, okay, I'm back. So this canvas that I made, which I really like, I'm actually really happy with the outcome of it. I'm going to show you. Okay, I'm pretty happy with it. But what I'm going to do, because I will probably take this to canvas, to a real canvas, is I'll fine tune it and I'll, like, you know, look at my spacing better and that kind of thing. But this whole idea of going to the board, because these boards are very cheap at Michael's, and just so you know, this was a 8x10 board. So what I usually do is I go to this size and then I'll like get bigger and I'll draw my flowers. Like I'll draw the flowers or stamp them or something like that. So that was all about technique. That's all that was. And I will show you that one. I totally will. What I usually do is I'll do, you know, like a recap of the show, and I'll list everything that I used on the, excuse me, I'll list everything that I used. You know, sometimes after the show I go back and I go, oh, needs this, needs that. But I did it in under an hour. So it's just all about the technique and then playing around a little bit. And then, you know, I go in museums and I hang my own art up. What I do is I just hang it up over somebody else's art. So if you're ever like out and about and you're like wondering why somebody threw some art in front of somebody else's, it's because I just wanted to get my own private showing in. And even like those rub-ons I wasn't sure about, but I really like them and they're faint and you can hardly see them. But you know what? They make me happy. Ida, look for me at any of your local art retailers. In fact, sometimes if you go down a Michael's aisle, you just might see one of my arts. I'm hoping that you didn't see my picture in a post office, Jean, in Grand Rapids. Oh, you guys, that was so great. I mean, it was an hour. And I don't know if you guys ever feel this way, but sometimes when you create something, it just feels good. And that felt really great. That just felt great. This is the best part of my night. The best part of my night. And a lot of people were logged on for that. No, Terry, it doesn't take more than an hour. You know what? Set a timer for an hour. You know what I need to do? I think maybe what we should do is like 1 week, you know, like especially like a lot of times I'm here creating. Maybe I'll just throw it on Facebook and say, hey, anybody want to do something in under an hour? And we'll kind of just challenge ourselves. You know, the other thing is I thought about doing is, I'm trying to get all the ink off my hands. The other thing I thought about doing is, you know, on one of these nights, what I'll do is, you know, the last time I did it was, I showed you guys all the supplies that I used. So I will do some pre-planned ones of these so that you guys can go out, get an 8x10 board. I mean, you guys should just go buy some anyway. Super cheap, you know. And look, we made the whole background with just inexpensive newsprint paper. You could take a newspaper and do that. Do you guys like that idea? I would totally do that because you know what? There's nothing more inspiring to me than doing this and seeing what you guys come up and challenge ourselves and say, okay, we have 15 minutes left, and, you know, just do it. Okay? Oh, Terry. Okay, Terry, I'll send you a board, okay? You know, and canvases. You know, it doesn't even have to be a board. Get a piece of paper out. You know, you guys, watercolor paper is one of the best things to play with. So get some watercolor paper out and just play with it, okay? I've now challenged you. And I'm going to post pictures of this, and I'll post this on my website and stuff like that. I will, and I'll list everything I used. And yeah, that's exactly it. Block the people up. And they don't have to be expensive flowers. I've shown you guys it could be, you know, flowers that you pluck off from Michael's. I do that all the time. You don't have to punch leaves. I mean, that's an easy way to do it. You guys can, and it is possible to make your own leaves. This is another secret I'll give you. If you don't have punches and you don't have the stamps, go to images in Google and Google leaves. Copy them into Word, downsize them, stick, you know, put like 20 on a page, and just go around and cut them out. You know, put that on top of some cardstock, cut them out, and do exactly what I just did. You don't need a punch. You don't need a rubber stamp. You don't need fancy flowers. A charcoal pen. You don't have to do the Indian ink in the nib. I just do it because I have a background in calligraphy, so I like the feeling of the nib and stuff. And plus, it just makes me feel really important when I'm drawing with it. So all you need is a pair of scissors. I mean, and I use, you know, the, you know, ink, a little bit of paint. The paints at the Deco Art paints that I use, you guys see me use them every week. Those, yeah, use a Sharpie. Perfect. Those Deco Art paints, they go on sale, and I think they're like $1, okay? So get some basic colors. I have a wall of them, but, you know, that's a lot of years of collecting. Poster board will work, but poster board, remember, might not be very porous. I like watercolor paper. I buy my watercolor paper, goes on sale at Michael's, and when it goes on sale, I buy it like this, and I cut it down to size. I cut it, this is 11 by 15, so I cut it down to the size I need, okay? Oh, sorry, Jackie. This whole thing is recorded. Since I didn't say anything embarrassing so far. Yeah, was it on sale yesterday? Oh, shoot. Yeah, I need some more. So I buy watercolor paper when it goes on sale, or I 40% off it. It's not very expensive. And I wouldn't use poster board because it might not be very porous, and it might not absorb all the stuff that we did. I use a lot of water and stuff with my acrylics. Yeah. Use watercolor paper, adhere it to something. Adhere it to foam core board. You can adhere it to a piece of wood, anything. Or the other thing is, another great idea, use watercolor paper and frame it. Cut it in the shape of 8 by 10, 11 by 14, and those cheap IKEA frames, you can decorate the frame. I mean, come on. This is what, you know, my parents are getting for Christmas. Shh, don't tell them. Oh, Tracy Weinzapfel original. I love the smell of liquid scrap dots. Okay. So, and I like Jean. We're friends on Facebook, and she's been posting on Helmar's page. She is making candles and stuff. Awesome stuff. She's taking Mother Nature and gluing them right to the candles. It's a really great idea. I think it was Jean. Jean, wasn't it you, Jean? Okay. So, if you guys do anything that resembles this, or I inspired you anyway, please, 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 please. Thank you, Lillian. I did find my mojo. Please email me, and I'll give you my email address, because I take your works of art and I put them on my blog, because there's nothing more inspiring to be inspired by, I mean, somebody else. And the last time I did the heart canvas, somebody did, what's her name? I know her name. It's coming to me. It'll come to me. She did the canvas that was like 4 canvases put together, which is another idea I want to do. So stay tuned for that, because I want to go get those canvases and do that. And then just yesterday, Renee sent me her idea of it. of the heart we did, but she loves balloons, hot air balloons. Oh, she did the coolest hot air balloon thing. So, if you guys do anything like that, drop me an email all the time. I'm always available, and I share your stuff on my blog, okay? Because it's, and I put you guys on Helmar's Facebook page, and this is my blog. I love this part of my job. I think I said that 12 times, but this has been a really great release just to get a lot out on paper. Okay, any questions? Giveaway, giveaway, giveaway? Give away, give away. You know I gotta do a giveaway. Jackie, yes! Jackie's glue caddy was on my website today. And they're beautiful. Her work of art is on her desk. I mean, I just love it. Okay, giveaway. These are the 2 items I used for this whole whole project. Okay, guys, I don't do giveaways here because I always screwed up with the numbers. You guys know the rules, okay? Go to Helmar's I don't know what their Facebook page is. Let me give a link. I didn't make anybody moderator today, so I'm like, should have done that. Okay, here's Helmar's Facebook page. Go there. You know, write what your, that brings up a good point, Jean. Write what the favorite part of your, you know, this night was. Whatever you'd like to write. I don't care. But this way I can pick we can pick a random winner from there. I usually have my daughter pick them because I don't like to even be associated with who picks them. So this is what you're going to win. Decoupage and liquid scrap dots, which are the 2 things that I used on this project. And that was it. And we made our background, and look at me, I found an imperfection. I gotta fix it. Okay. What do you think? Are we done? Can never have too, isn't that funny? By the way, the first time I realized that the acronym for liquid scrap dots was LSD was after I wrote instructions for a class of 100, and everybody kept saying at the beginning of the class, what is LSD? I was like, oh, maybe I should have used that. Okay. Good night, Sandy. Please, please, please share with what you guys do. Ida, we live so close. Ida, I miss you. Ida is a friend of mine. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, you guys. I'm going to just turn off the record button so that I don't need to be recorded anymore. But if you guys have any questions, I'm going to hang around for a minute. So I'm just hitting the stop record button. But thanks a lot for spending this evening for me. I found my mojo just in time. And guess what? It was all based on suggestions that you guys had a half an hour before the show started. So thank you very much.